Like right now, you just reminded me that I hadn't started my YouTube stream. So for the most part, they're there. Sometimes I miss them. Good question, Maji. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Napalm Codes. Welcome back, my friend. How you doing, Napalm? Great to have you here. Okay. I don't quite know. Object value equals this. And then value here. Holla, Napalm. Hola, how'd the pupper? Good. So we're testing out the adoption. We met a new dog. The what's it called? The place where all where like abandoned dogs go? Shelter. The shelter had a dog, Maisie, who is a female German Shepherd, who is abandoned. She's like 2 or 3 years old. Maisie is what the shelter was calling her. We like that name. We might keep it. She got along with Dusty, our current dog, incredibly well, and so we're trying out the adoption. We brought her home last night. They played. It was awesome. She's getting used to the new situation, so we're gonna try her out. Hopefully it all works out. We love her very much, but that's what we have. That's where we're at right now. Thank you for asking. Yeah, let's try debugging this again. These ones might make sense because it might be passing in like the capital true, capital false as the 2-string. So that's an interesting thought there. Mine has a golden retriever. Awesome. Shai says, I'm wishing to get a dog at some point later on. I have always been scared to have animals because, I struggle to take care of myself sometimes. All right, so our value is false. I don't understand why this is not converting. The value property. What is actual? Actual is null. I'm quite confused by this. I'm quite confused by this. Napalm says, I loved having a pup. Our boy Doc passed before New Year's. I'm sorry to hear. That sounds horrible. It's been brutal without him. That's one of the reasons that I feel like not having animals isn't necessarily better, but the loss, the grieving process there is really hard for me. And I want to take the best care as I can of them. And I'm also kind of selfish at the same time. So it's, not having one is a little bit of a selfish thing of like, well, I don't want to have that obligation because what if I'm not capable of it? But Karis has Dusty and we're living together now. And that's just, I love Dusty so much. And we wanted to get him a sibling because he deserves it. So that's what we've done. I'm wondering if this return is not doing what I think it is. How could I test that? Is a question. Can I do... I'm gonna return false here. This one should pass. So we can return that. So it's interesting to me. Should this actually just return an object? And if so, I'm really confused by that. Okay, so I can't just return the object. Dyn value. Create User data dot create. Am I creating it wrong? Data dot create. No. False. Does this one should pass now? That one doesn't work. I don't understand this at all. I'm really, really confused. Ryan, JD, how's it going, my friend? Can't wait to see your stream again, bro. I'm so excited to watch you. Talking to JD, yeah. JD, welcome back to the stream. How you doing? It's a trade-off. Dogs will give you unconditional love for the entire life, but the trade-off is that you will have to say goodbye. No, it's horrible. And it's like making me teary-eyed just thinking about it right now. JD, hope you're doing well, my friend. Folks, if you guys don't know JD, I'm sure you
want
do.
to feel like you're talking
the
to
unstoppable
Captain.
JD does dev, folks. Go give him some love.
I am not the captain, but my eyebrows also move in a way like the captain.
I'm trying to understand this eval to object. I'm wondering if it's because I had the typing of it isn't. I'm easily stoppable. I don't think so. I couldn't stop you. No one can stop you. I was thinking I had to make that decision. Oh, I'm sorry. It's heartbreaking to lose them. They are worth the pain. I hope so. In the past, the answer is yes, that's true. In the past, for me, that has been absolutely true. Inside of... I'm slightly at a loss here on how to proceed. I'm gonna take a break. We've been going for 2 hours. I gotta take a break. I'm gonna top off my bean water. We're gonna come back. We're gonna keep looking at this. Hang tight, everybody. Don't go anywhere. The Captain Coder will return. All right, folks, we're back. Captain Coder's back. I hope you're having a beautiful day. We're gonna hop right back in here. I know I normally do stretches, but I want to. I gotta get this in here. Maybe we do some stretches. Maybe we should do some stretches. But I want to hop back in here, figure out what's going on with this. It's super interesting to me. It's quite interesting to me that I'm wondering if toObject of type T is the issue. Is it can't figure out what it is of the selected type or something? It's not able to disambiguate it. No, it is, because if I do, it can disambiguate it. Because if I do just return true, one of these passes, the one that's just for the true one here. My hair's a mess, JD. I did leave one hat on. My hair's a mess, and I didn't feel like combing it. You can leave your hat on. Yeah, I left one on. My hair felt a little messy, and I didn't want anyone to see it. You're on to me, JD. JDs. Let's give you 5 JDs, my friend. Thank you so much for knowing that. You inspired me to learn game dev. I tried C++, but I don't like it. I like your way of thinking, so thanks for inspiring me. Ryan, I'm glad you're inspired. Remember, you got to keep coding. You got to keep growing. You got to keep practicing, doing your best. Ask for help. Share what you're working on. We all want to know. If you're not on our Discord, be sure to join the Discord and share what's going on over there. Yeah, JD's got all the JDs. Got all the JDs. He's the one that can distribute them. Okay, so it does work if I do just return true. There's something about in the game. Get variable is not or something. Let's try the following. Let's do x equals. If I return x, this would be really weird if this worked. This would blow my mind if this worked. Okay, that doesn't work. I'm curious what x actually is. Let's try something interesting here. X plus 7. Should be down to just 1 here. Drakeny, welcome back to the stream. I hope you're having a beautiful day, my friend. And I read dev unit testing. It's true. That's what. Look, if I wasn't testing these units, really hard. I'm so confused as to why this isn't working though. What is the actual value we get back here? Let's continue. Come on. It's crashing here now. It's crashing at a different spot. .NET test. Oh, maybe it was. Well, it's giving me back null before. JDs are they're non-JDable tokens. They're NJDs, NJTs, non-JDable tokens. Lazy morning, but great morning. Hope you're having a great day too. I'm having a beautiful Monday. Any day I can wake up and code with the crew is a beautiful day. So it's getting nil back. Yeah, it's getting nil back. I wonder if it just doesn't know. We need to like disambiguate this data type. Cannot perform. This is so bizarre to me. Get wallet. These ones are just returning. I don't have to make this into a dyn object, dyn value. If I just return 10 here. I'll make this an int. I can't just do object. Primitive types. Okay, so primitive types. It's interesting that the type is a double internally. If I'm a primitive type, this is, I did just 10. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. Okay, this is really interesting to me. Sorry, I'm so focused. I guess I shouldn't apologize for being so focused on my code. Why is it nil here?
You in the back. Pay attention.
This is wild. Ryan, I think you're super cool. You're part of this community. You're part of the crew. Of course you're cool. Everyone in this crew is cool. Hey, I'm gonna get you. Code Monk, we're gonna get you. Thank you for the get you. Ryan, thank you so much for the follow. Have you met Ryan? Ryan's so cool, he's the best, you know, Ryan, you're great, you're grand, you're wonderful, the Captain Coder appreciates you. So it knows it's an integer here, but oh, it is a 17 here. Oh, hang on. Hold on a gosh darn diddly do. Interesting. Didn't I try this already? Salter D, welcome back to the stream. I'm doing wonderful, my friend. We're making a lot of progress on our dungeon crawler here. JD, I thought I made that one. I swear I made that one. What's going on with that? Do I not have that in my OBS? Hang on. I thought I made the flavor one. Maybe I didn't. Where is my, hang on. Let's get distracted. Let's go into our studio mode, Firebot. I don't have Flava in here. I swear I did. Hang on, let's check it out. Maybe we're getting a little bit way too dig. Apparently we didn't do it. JD, I'm gonna have to add that in there. I know you sent me the clip, or maybe you didn't. I'm not sure. Soul and Sword, playing hard. We work hard, we play hard, we code hard. You know, we do it we can. When we can, how we can. Okay, so these ones don't work though. So complex data. I swear I tried this. I bet it was because this Bob. I bet those were passing, but this Bob one fails. Because maybe. Look, we're all a little weird, Ryan. I think I'm pretty weird. I get called weird all the time. I personally embrace it. What the heck? I swear we did this. Come on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? One thing that's important about get variable is it really needs to be, I swear we did this. Oh, gotcha. Why does everyone think I'm weird, shiny? Hang on, I missed something. I think there might have just been a misunderstanding there. OBS Inception. It is so Ryan, it is a little bit, it's not a typical question. So Shady, I think it's important to understand that, you know, I didn't think it was that. Let's see, what was the question? I don't even remember the question. It's okay. We're gonna keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's not worry too much about it. There is, so just so everyone knows what a parasocial relationship it is. It's like, you don't know me in real life. Let's be clear. Captain Coder is a character I play on stream. Captain Coder is my teaching persona. It's like, if I'm trying to be Mark Kistler of programming. Mark Kistler was one of my heroes growing up, doing an art TV show. Mark Kistler is a hero of mine. Captain Coder is sort of me doing my coding impression of Mark Kistler. I would say 70% of me on stream is who I am. It's the positive side of me. 70-80% of like me wanting to be positive. You do need to be careful that you don't create these parasocial relationships. I don't really know you. Let's say that. I don't really know you. That doesn't mean that I don't care about you in the community. I absolutely do. This is interesting that this worked. I love my community. You guys are amazing. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. You guys give me a lot, but we aren't like real. I would say we're not friends. I'm quote unquote friends, in real friends there. You don't know me, Napalm Codes. It's true. I don't know you. But yeah, Ryan has autism, and that's okay. And so sometimes the social cues and stuff, especially in text, can be really hard to read. And so I want to make sure that we're all welcoming and stuff here. Good XP, welcome back to the stream. We're in the process of adding in state to our game variable, so we can get and set state in using our variables. One thing I need to consider here. So we're working on our dungeon controller. I'm adding in scripting support for my game for getting and setting variables within a Lua context, so they're saved between it here. Yeah, Shiny Game, I don't think it was meant to... Yeah, I didn't read it that way. So Ryan, you know, not everyone... I think most people in this community, in fact, I'd say like 99.9% of people in this community mean well. And we just got to be sure that we're doing our best to participate in a pleasant way. So, it's a little bit disappointing that hurts, but let's move forward. Let's not dwell on it too much. We're going to move forward. And just know that I appreciate you being here. And that's okay. All right, so we're going to add these to our API. Function context dot set variable name value. Sets a global variable that can be used between scripts. Function context dot get variable and retrieves a global variable or nil if there is no if no value was previously set. So that's going to be an important thing that I think we need to test for. Let's add that to our test, actually. I'm just realizing that there. Should. Interpreter should. Yeah, let's keep going here. So Ryan, we're gonna move forward. Just know that I appreciate you being here, my friend. Let's not dwell on it. We're gonna keep moving. Get unset global returns nil. String name like this, and so when we come in here, this should return nil. Yeah, I think it's all good. We're gonna move forward though. Inline data, no value. No value 2. Don't worry about it, my friend. I think that would be a little bit of an overreaction. But have a beautiful day. I hope to see you again, sir, soon. All right, let's keep going here. Get variable name, expected, nil. So this should be the case here. This should return a bool. We're gonna say actual should be true. .NET test. All right. Okay, so it's throwing an exception. And the way we're gonna fix this, I believe, Napalm, I installed the GitLab Copilot equivalent today. Haven't disabled the GitHub one. Curious how this is going to work. I'm curious how they'll clash with each other. I haven't used either of them. You'll have to let me know how it goes. That sounds potentially hilarious. All right, get variables. We're going to do a try, a get value or default name, and then the default here. We'll do that. And this can return an object question mark. Oh, it's an object question mark here. Okay. Hang on. Cannot be used for parameter dictionary. I don't understand this. Can I... That's interesting. Get value or default. I think that's what I want. It's stalemate of tic-tac-toe. Okay, so this is achieved what I wanted. So it's gonna leave us back at nil if there is no value there, and we can use that data to our advantage. Okay, let's do a format. Let's do a commit, and then I'm gonna write. I'm gonna rebuild my tavern code, and I believe my tavern here should be. This should work now. I just got to rebuild the module. All right, get status, get add, get commit, feature. This is interpreter should get and set global values, variables. So this is a feature we added. Let's open up our editor. Let's rebuild, and then we're going to push this into our project. Rex says, Codium has a free version if people would like to give the Code AI Assist a try. I might do that. All right, so we're going to build this. Okay. We're going to take our... let's do a full build actually here too. Build, and we're going to test to make sure that this is going to work in the web build as well. That's one little thing here that's I'm never quite sure if it's going to actually work. Revealing file explorer. So we got to keep testing in our web build just to make sure. Take our script. We're going to add this in here. JD's GitLab. This is not the answer I stole from Stack Overflow. GitHub, quiet you. GitLab, GitHub having this like internal dialogue with each other. You think you're all that, but you're just talking to the hand because the phase isn't listening and my data pool hasn't been updated since 1999. That's a good. Hilarious. All right, let's update this crawler manifest here. I really just want to replace this. I think I need the tool to push this in here. Let's do a copy. Thank you for the cloud of disapproval. Oh no. Save data, testcrawler.json. This needs to go into our DC Jam Unity project. This is our assets. This is our data. Manifest. And then testcrawler.json. So I think if I do that, I don't have to like rewire anything. Okay, so I think we should have the latest one. I can check if I scroll to the bottom of this. Or does it show me the whole thing? I have to write a thing where I'll move it over a little bit. Napalm says, I was messing around with Prometheus yesterday and discovered ads are terrible at PromQL. I feel like the LLMs are pretty bad at most things. Interesting. Okay, so it didn't update that reference. That's a little disappointing. That's interesting. All right, so cannot parse. What's going on? All right, let's try again. All right, we'll actually do a copy paste. This one was just built, or I can drag it in. Our data here. Oh, it's called test crawler. Okay, I just added the wrong one. Test crawler. Okay, I actually think this would have been okay. I just did the wrong thing. I don't know if I agree that LMs will certainly not have exposed me to things like patterns and such. I wouldn't have. I don't think. No. Napalm. I don't think. I actually think LLMs are like a really cool tool. I don't know exactly what I said. I don't think they're very good at programming. I think they're fantastic as like a search engine, or have the ability to be fantastic as a search engine. Okay, not implemented exception. Okay, so this makes sense because my state here wasn't set in my crawler. This is where I need that intermediate thing. All right, so crawling mode controller. We're just gonna make this have a get set. And it's gonna initialize to a new game state here. It's better as a rubber duck. Absolutely. That's exactly what I think it's great to do that. I don't think it's good for, I don't know what I said. I don't think they are very good at writing very non-trivial programs. I think if you wanted to ask it a question like, write me a lesson on the singleton pattern. It does a decent job at doing that. Captain Cheated, how to write 1,000 lines of code by writing only 100, implement n-dimensional vector for float and extend it to all uint, int floats and provide templates. So does that generate 1,000 lines of code for you? Like expands it out. A universe expand. Yeah. So I think it's important to try and make sure people understand that LLMs aren't going to replace a person, but someone who can use them effectively can speed up their process. Also, I think someone who knows how to utilize one well will replace someone who doesn't, right? That is what it comes down to. So being ignorant of it, you smell ale. Okay, so now this shouldn't, fresh air embraces you. The smell of ale surrounds you. So this is interesting. This is so interesting. I don't know why this doesn't work. Why am I getting this message so many times? Hang on. I think I just put this in the wrong place. Okay, I know what's going on. My script in here is bad. I need to make this, my build code, actually move my script over a little bit better. So my tavern is if you're not in the sets that you're the smell veil surrounds you, and this one's whenever you leave. Okay, so what I need to do is the following. Let me run this. I need to change where this is. Oh, you did a copy paste on it and replaced it, Captain Chica. Have you heard of mustache templates? Mustache templating should help you with that. Any type of templating, but mustache templates are the ones that come to mind. Let's go to our town. I need to change this script here. The leave tavern script shouldn't trigger here. Instead, so we're going to take leave tavern off of these. Leave tavern should trigger here when we enter. On enter, trigger leave tavern. Okay. So when we enter the tavern, we're here. When we step into this spot, it actually will trigger the, are we entering the tavern here? Okay. And there's some like interesting things we could do where we could add in, you know, someone mentioned creating a area script. I kind of like this idea because I want to, you might have a thing where you're like walking around in the tavern and like random events happen. A patron might bump into you. Let's save this. And then we are going, there's a bug here in this. Hang on, there's a bug. Dungeon editor should, editor save always prompts for name. This is a bug. When saving in the dungeon editor, it should not prompt for a name. It should simply write the current dungeon. There's another thing, like when we exit, we should automatically like save that information as well. Okay. Let's build this. I want to, yeah. Need to make this automatically pull this over to Unity. Let's come back to Unity. Okay, there were no real changes. Let's get our script here. And we're going to pull that in. I don't understand why it's reloading the domain. Nothing changed. Unity does weird things sometimes. Yeah, I wanted to. Let's see if I can get. Okay, so what I would like to have happen is I want the ability to change taskcrawler.json. I want to move this into my assets, data, manifests. I want to be able to do that and not have to reset this. Okay, I didn't have to reset it. Let's see, does it load here? A user not taken. This that's just this month. So I'm working on this for the Dungeon Crawler Jam 2024. And so I'm building a tool, an engine to make Dungeon Crawler games. So I'm hoping to build a tool so that way I can focus when the game jam starts on Friday. I'll be able to focus on making my game and not worrying about the mechanics of how dungeon crawlers work. I hope that answered your question. We've done a bunch of stuff on stream. It's not just game dev, but a lot of game dev. If you want to see the types of things I've done in the past, feel free to check out my itch page. I need to have like a projects. There we go. I do have a projects. this is some of the things we've done. It doesn't have all of the projects. These are a lot of the projects we've done on stream. Yeah, so if you want to check out what we've done, we do a bunch of different stuff on stream. All right, so I enter here. The smell of ale surrounds you. I can rotate here. It won't say it again. Hopefully when I say, okay, it still says it when I step into this space, which is not what I want. That means my global variable isn't getting set, I think. Let's see. Return context.get variable in tavern. True. Interesting. Oh, you know why? Because I don't have it do any checks, so that's actually okay. Tani, no exams for a month. Very nice. The fresh air embraces you. Okay. So we don't get it when we cross in there. It's only when we step. Okay. So it's just this script is bad. Tani, how the heck have you been, my friend? I can feel the freshness of the year. Can feel the freshness of the air. Gotcha. I thought that Twitch had blocked some curse word out because it had the stars there. I was trying to click say, what did you say? But that was saying because year should have been air. Okay, so my tavern script is a little bit incorrect here. It always says this, but what we really want to say is set the variable to true and then do if context.get variable in tavern, then end. All right. Not is not a keyword in Lua, or is it bang? Is not a keyword in Lua. It is, so it yells at me if I do that. So it must be a keyword. Must be is the strong word. All right, let's rebuild our. Be nice to have a command. I need to add a command line so that lets me do a rebuild here. Let's add that dungeon editor. So I have to open up the dungeon editor to build. It'd be nice to have a command line. Add command line arguments to build project. Currently, you must open the editor to modify, to rebuild a project. This can be annoying if you are editing a script. Okay. Be much better to have a command that we can do it. Test crawler done. So we'll rebuild this. Okay. And then we're gonna pull it back into Unity. We have to run the move command actually. Terminal. Move like that. It'd also be good if we could manually run a script. Let's add that. Thank you for the hat redeem, Tony. Let's get a hat added to this stack. Thank you so much. Boom, hat it up. Hatty day to you. All right, another thing is run script from script. So it would be useful to be able to trigger a script from another script. Idea, the syntax would look something like this. Lua context.execute exec script script name like this. You can even have it be an eval. We'll do eval script val equals like this, and so you could save that value if you wanted to. You don't have to though. Big Boy Games official folks, we got a very special follow today. Big Boy Games official has followed me now. Big Boy Games, how are you on this beautiful day? Thank you for following, and I hope you enjoy your stay, my friend. Big Boy Games Official, I love your friggin' game. Folks, if you guys don't know Big Boy Game Official, Big Boy Games, incredible developing going on over there. They're making one of my most anticipated games ever. It's like a pixel version of, if you like Factorio, if you like building games, if you like Factorio, you're gonna love their game. You're gonna love the game they're making. Big Boy Games Official. How's your game coming along? I think you guys released a demo or something very recently. Press jump to jump. Yeah, if you like Factorio, we gotta go check them out because Big Boy Games, awesome stuff going on. Big Boy Official, incredible game over there, folks. Got to go check their game out. I only have 188 followers. You guys are fantastic. You guys must be new to streaming. That's wild. Where's the? We need a link to your game. Big Boy Games, send us a link to your game. I thought you had a Steam. Anyway, if you're here, Big Boy Games, I think we're developing a game team center in the US. We're working on games in Godot Engine and stream work on it. I've seen your games here. Sorry. You're new to the stream. Hang on, Big Boy Games Official. I'm so sorry. Here, I'll post that link. You have to be here for an hour to be able to post stuff. All right, folks, if you're gonna check, this game looks so Starground. That's right. This game looks so cool. Go wishlist it. This is one of my most anticipated indie games this year. Yeah, this game looks so cool. If you like Factorio, if you like pixel art, this game looks so cool. Big Boy Games Official, happy to have you here on this beautiful day. Folks, be sure to go give them some love. Click that link, because this game looks so cool. Oh, yeah. No, thank you for being here. Thank you for popping in. I love what you're doing. You must be very new to Twitch. I can only assume you're very new to Twitch because you have a very good engaged personality. Your game is awesome. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck with that. If you have any other links you want us to take a look at, feel free to drop them. If you have a trailer or demo gameplay, I feel like you just released like a beta version or something. I can't remember if that's true. It might have been. There's a lot of people on Twitch. Anyway, I'm going crazy right now because I'm like, oh, we got one of the coolest people in the world in my stream. I'm gushing a little bit. Alpha testing in Discord. That's right. Okay. So what was I doing? I'm so caboozled right now. Did I actually move this over or not? Did I actually move this over? I think I just did. Let's do this again just to make sure. Okay, so we did a move, so it actually moved it. Let's run it. I think this script should work the way we want it to now. Okay. There's a door here. It's just not rendered properly. We move in. The smell of ale surrounds you. If I move around inside of here, I don't get it again. When I leave, the fresh air embraces you. And then if I move back in, it should say the smell of ale surrounds you. There we go. Yeah, so I added that as a thing that I want to do. So I just wanted to finish up this feature, though. So this feature is now, let's do a .NET format. Let's make sure everything is happy. We're going to do a web build, make sure this runs in the web. Running a script from the script would be really useful because we want to be able to test some scripts. You could actually say, hey, run this script, or like, anyway, from the script console. Git add, git commit, -m, chore add simple game state to crawling mode controller. All right, I think we got this. Implement for tracking state, git push. We're so close to being. We could make a little tiny game now. Oh no, that's not true. We can't switch between maps yet. That is something that we'd need to be able to do. Switch between maps. So we could make a thing where like you can't go through a door, or you press a button on the wall. I need to have a thing like interact, on interact. So menus and stuff need to be able to come up, but on interact, right now our movement control is just movement. You can't do anything in the space. I think I need to have a space to interact with this space. Okay. Let's go to GitHub. Let's manage this pull request. And this is implements and closes. Implements and closes. It starts on Friday. Which one was this? Number 49. Add game state to iScript context. No, this would be interpreter should get and set global variables. So like global game variables. Caveman Crafting, I'm glad you're back, my friend. How the heck have you been? What have you been working on? It's always wonderful to see you. All right. We're making some real, we're cooking now. Now we're cooking. We're cooking with some natural gas. Propane, maybe. Butane. Probably shouldn't cook with butane. Is butane a gas you can cook with? I don't know. We've been working on the UI for your space game. Very cool. Very cool. Your solo dev as well. If you got any screenshots or stuff for us to look up, feel free to send it to us. Rex, like, I don't know. Butane. What are you talking about over there, Captain? Very cool. Getting ready to launch the Steam page. That would be awesome. Can't wait to see it. Tani with the caveman noises. So when I was creating my own Zelda style engine, I got a lot of function out of having things spawn from a spawner object. So if someone flips a switch, the spawner will spawn a thing at the rate it's set to. So it'll make traps, water dispensers, all kinds of stuff. That sounds really cool. It sounds really cool. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. We passed. Let's merge this in. It's implemented 2 things today, which is beautiful. Git check out main. Git branch D49. Okay. We have about 10 minutes left. Can we actually finish this? So if you guys want to go find someone for me to raid in about 10 minutes, we'll be getting out of here in 10 minutes. I have to go to work in about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. If someone could go start, I like to try and raid new people. People that we know are also fine too, but feel free to start looking out there for me, finding someone for us to raid. If you know anyone who is new to streaming or new to game dev, new to this whole thing, I like to raid them. Get to know them a little bit. We're in game dev, but it doesn't have to be game dev. Program software and game development though. To stay in programming land. I don't want to art maybe if it's for game. Running a script from a script probably wouldn't be that hard to do. We'll need our dungeon manifest. Yeah, our iScript context. It's gonna need a dungeon manifest in it. That makes sense. What do we want to do there? Consider adding local state, add visual indicator. This one should be pretty easy to do. Let's see if we can speed run this one. Visual indicator of when tiles have a script in them. You know, I don't know if a lot of people know about Pirate Software. I might have to go raid them. But that's not a distron. You know, we have to help boost their numbers up a little bit. Good XP. You know, I'm always looking to. I didn't even know Good XP. Am I following you? Oh, I am following you. What do you stream, Good XP? Tell us all about it. Yeah, I always like to check out new people. I don't remember. I'm following you. I don't know if I've actually seen your streams yet. What are you working on, Good XP? I'm not gonna raid Pirate Soft. I don't know if that'd boost my numbers. I'm not. Look, I'm streaming mostly for myself. There's a little bit of like wanting my numbers and stuff to grow a little bit, but I don't know. What they're probably just doing game dev over there. What is Pirate Software? If people really want me to raid Pirate Software, I will. But, you know, I can rate if you really want me to. It just feels a little bit weird to rate someone who has 11,000 viewers. They're not doing game dev either. Thor's a fun person. I need to start streaming more. Cameron says, I think once things calm down, I think the hardest thing with streaming is making sure you're consistent, right? So people need to know when to tune in. I suppose if you're just streaming to stream and have fun chatting and stuff, it's not that big of a deal. Good X is doing Godot, very new to game dev, Godot and streaming all at once. Yeah, President Drain. Distron, no worries. I rated into Thor. I've rated into Thor a few times, but that was like when his numbers were like 400 and 500. We had a showcase where I think we had like 400 viewers. He might have had like 800 or something, and rated into Thor with like 500 people. But that was because I was going to watch Thor. Thor was actually playing a game. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sticking to a schedule is really important, I think, for screening. We're gonna add a visualizer here to our event. So here's what it looks like right now, and here's what I want it to look like. Are you winging this project, or do you have it planned? Winging it, but with a plan. So it's on GitHub. And so these are the things that we have planned. And as we think of more things to add, we add them to this as well. So I know that I want to create a dungeon crawler. I don't know what the theme's gonna be. I don't know exactly what type of style we're gonna go through. So I'm building an engine to make a dungeon crawler. I would say I'm like fairly familiar with the dungeon crawler, first-person dungeon crawler grid-based games, and so my goal is to build an engine that can do that. Do I have the whole thing planned start to finish? No. Do I have ideas and thoughts of things I want to do? Absolutely. And anyone can actually submit ideas here. Look, check it out. Distron, thank you so much for your suggestion. Points, add Distron. 250 points for your contributions, my friend. Distron has made a contribution here. I love this idea. Adding diagonal walls will add a lot of types of environments that we'll be able to move into. I really like this idea. There's an interesting, like, how do we render it? So one thing that would be really weird here. So Distron, let me say movement in a gritter would be really difficult in this area, right? So movement through this would be really difficult. The game data itself is two-dimensional, but my renderer currently renders in 3D. The game itself is on a two-dimensional grid, but I'm using Unity to render it in 3D. Zalos, welcome to the stream, by the way. Hope you're having a beautiful day. So the game itself, yeah. So it like the old school, I don't know if you've played any of the old school games. That said, this one, I don't disagree with the different types of environments. I like the idea of having these square rooms with the corners like this. I think that would look really cool from the outside, give a lot of texture and depth to it. Absolutely. So I actually really like this idea, but we probably shouldn't make diagonal rooms like that. That said, it'd be okay to do it. So if you've ever played the old school Eye of the Beholder games, it's this style. So a lot of these ones did fake 3D, right? Blobbers, yeah, they're called blobbers. Mine renders like this. I have 3D rendering. Braxton Wise, I'm not planning to add it. Maybe I will. I was gonna say I'm not planning to add it before the jam, but maybe I will. So this is what it looks like in mine. This is what my renderer looks like. But all of the data looks like this. Yeah, Castle Wolfenstein style. All of the data here. So this is what my map editor looks like. So this is the town that we're walking around in. All of the data is actually two-dimensional, top down like this. And so this is my editor, so I can turn walls, doors, and add scripts on in here. So this is what I'm building. I'm building the engine for it. McNett, it's great to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Ryu, welcome back to the stream. Glad to have you here. Is it okay if I call you Rio? I think I've asked that before. But Rio, great to see you as well. Did you see Darren Keller before? I'm not sure for raiding. I've never seen that. He's working on a cool game. I'm gonna write that one down. We'll probably go raid them if they're still on here in a little bit. All right, I'm gonna put them on my other screen here so we can keep an eye on it. Oh, give me the correct name. It says they're not a real. That name is incorrect. That name's incorrect. Send me the correct link. It said just send a link to their Twitch if you can, and I'll open that up over there. Smab, great to see you. We've made some cool progress. We've made some cool progress here. I hope you're having a beautiful day. But we can add scripts now to our game. We have a build. We have like this whole almost able to do like make some really. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. And what we have here. I'm hoping in the next few minutes to add just a little indicator of when scripts are on here. So I just want to add a little blue dot into these cells that tells where scripts exist on the map. Just give us a little visual indicator. So that's what I'm going to try and add right now. But yeah, we have scripting in. I need to make these show doors. What's going on here? Where am I? Oh, okay, so this is a tavern here. We have scripts. So the script here, this is running the Lua script that says this message. This is supposedly we're in a tavern. And then a Lua script when you leave, fresh air embrace you. Having moving diagonal. So we're not allowed to have diagonal movement in this game jam, for what it's worth. We're not allowed to have diagonal movement. I really love the idea that Distron has given us here to do diagonal walls. I wouldn't want to do a room like this because the player moving through that, it'd be jagged. They'd have to go left, up, left, up, left, up. And so the movement in here would be weird. But I like the idea of having buildings that could have these corners like this. That is pretty cool. I like that. There's some challenges in the representation. How would I do that? So there's enough interesting concepts here on how to do this that I'm probably not going to approach it for this particular jam. But I really like the idea of having diagonal walls to make the world seem more interesting. And give texture to the world around it. I like that idea. So you could have buildings and stuff. I do like that. Okay, let's see if we can add this feature in real quick, and then I got to get out of here. Hopefully we can add it in relatively easily. I believe all we have to do, right? All we got to do is add it in. But this is in our Raylib project here. In our screens, it's going to be our dungeon editor screen. I want to know which tiles have a script on them. It's a lot to do, I think. Let's look at our render method. Render cursor. So there's a little bit, this is a little bit harder than I thought because I don't want to be checking every cell every time. Dungeon manifest. Manifest. Oh no, it'd be our dungeon. Dungeon. Given an event map, we do have a dictionary of positions tiles. Okay, so I think we can do it here. Events is sparse, so we can just say, give me all the positions here. So in our dungeon editor, I want to do render scripted tiles. Okay. And we're going to give it in all of the positions that we want to render. So this is our current dungeon.eventmap.event. So we're going to just hand this off here. And this will events dot keys. So this is just the positions that we want to draw a little dot in. So let's do a private void render scripted tiles. It's going to be an IEnumerable of positions that we're going to render in. Render scripted tiles. And it's going to be similar to how we render the cursor. Okay. Which needs this information. The cursor, cell size, this stuff. So it's going to essentially draw a little dot in that position. Offset here. So we're going to do pass in an offset. Offset like that. So that's like from the top left. And then we want to do int top is going to be our offset plus, we got to do for each position in positions. Our top, it's going to be our offset position dot x times cell size. Left equals offset plus position dot y times cell size. And we'll just draw a little dot in this. It's going to be the top left corner of our cell. So let's add in a little bit of padding here. So I'm just going to do a +2 to each one of these. And we'll do a raylib.draw circle left. Let's see what this is actually. Center. So this would be left, top. Give it a 2, 3 pixel, and then color dot blue, green. It's just draw a little dot there. Let's try it out. Good XP, thank you for that link. Okay, Dungeon Editor. Let's load that town up. There we go. Okay. The offset is wrong. But we have little dots there. Okay, so I have them reversed. Top, okay, this makes sense. Why? That's weird that I did that. Make them a little smaller. I thought 3 was going to be too small, but that's the radius. There we go. So now we know, like, hey, these have scripts in them. So we'll be able to find those cells. Let's do a +3. And then do just a 1 pixel radius. Let's see what that looks like. And I can actually imagine being able to assign like colors. There we go. So we know that this tile has a script in it. So it's just like this little green dot on it. Yeah, Smab, that's a great idea. Let's add that. Let's add that new issue. At Dungeon Editor layers. To be an enhancement. It would be very useful to be able to turn on, off different aspects of a map in the Dungeon Editor. For example, script on enter events, on exit events. that type of thing. So you could like add a filter that says what type of events are going on there. You could even add scripts. You could say, oh, well, this script, I want it to show up. You could set like little renderer for us each script. You could add a little symbol that shows up on a specific script. I really like that. I like that. Line of sight fun that would result from diagonal walls would be interesting. Yeah, I think it would make it really difficult to create a 2D atlas in the game. That is one thing that I would worry about with doing diagonals, is suddenly atlases for 2D, if you weren't rendering in 3D, 2D would be very strange. Yeah, now if we add a script here on enter, do teleport, now we have that little mark there saying that we're on that spot. We can remove the teleport there as well. That didn't update. That's interesting. Because it just has an empty list now. It has an empty list. Okay, so there's one extra little thing I need to do. That is interesting. So there's an interesting issue here. This might be a bug. When removing last script from a tile, the list should be removed from the event map. Removing, yeah, so it's still, so this is sort of a thing we need to deal with here. Okay. All right, but we have this in for now. This is a nice little simple feature. Get status, dances with dirt. How are you today? Hang on. .NET format. Let's make sure our test still pass. I didn't modify. We can do this. CD solution.NET format. There we go. So you talked about changing the floor texture. Have you considered letting the user place different floor textures on each space? Could be good. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So I need to add in. So right now our map has our dungeon. Just has walls and an event map. I want to add in a tile map as well, so you can specify individual tile textures. Different floors could have different things showing on them. Different sky textures as well. Thumbert Games, it's been a while. That said, it's all comes down to like how much time do we have to implement all of these things. Get status, get commit -m. Feet, add visual indicator for scripts in Dungeon Editor. Time is growing short, absolutely, but we're going to keep working on it this week. We'll be back tomorrow. We're going to get this merged in, and then we are going to be off for today. Implements and closes. Number 51. Make sure this is going through. I'm doing absolutely wonderful, Dance with Dirt. I hope you're doing as well as can be given any circumstances you might be in. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if Darren Keller knows that they have follower-only chat on. I'm going to let them know that they have follower-only chat on. Hey there. You have follower-only chat on. Not sure if you knew that. Just let them know, because we're going to give them a raid. See if they can get that turned off. Yeah, that can be hurtful for someone if they want that. Oh, okay. They know that they have follower-only chat on, so we're not going to raid Darren. We're not going to raid Darren because the chat won't be able to talk with him. But if anyone has another suggestion, let us know. As Coder17, thank you for the follow. As Coder17, I would like to thank you today. Now, as Coder17, welcome to the crew, my friend. Red Cabin Games is fabulous. We'll go Red Cabin Games. All right, folks, thank you guys so much for being here. Let's get this merged in. Get checkout main. Get pull. Get branch 51. There we go. We're all set up. We'll be back tomorrow, folks. Remember, folks, keep coding. Let's get this raid set up real quick. Let me find it. Twitch. Red Cabin Games. Red Cabin Games is a fabulous game developer, full-time Unity game dev. Incredible stuff going on. We're giving them a raid, though. Folks, remember to keep coding, keep growing, keep being the best you can be. You're welcome back anytime. Have a beautiful day. And we'll see you again real soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.